quarry in Embakasi, right here in Nairobi, where a 7-story building had collapsed last night at around 10:30 p.m. It was 112 rooms, all of them single rooms. Let's listen into what's happening right now.
Right now, that the next building across, people are evacuated, and that its strength be evaluated so that we do not quote another disaster. You can tell from the building next that there is a disaster looming. But this is replicated in most places in Nairobi, where high-rise blocks of flats have taken place and where we could be quoting disaster. So I think, and I want to appeal to the county government for the few days they have and the national government to just take time and take stock of the buildings we have so that we can minimize and reduce stock. I am committed to doing it as a governor of Nairobi, but we must accept to take stock of the buildings we have so that we take the courageous move of saying which ones are condemned. We are fast in condemning, but after condemning, we do not take any action. Then we just quote disasters. So once again, I want to say pole to the families affected and hope that the exercise can move in very fast so that we can know the fate of the 6 people who are unaccounted for. Thank you.
Well, Trevor Mbija there, we have the Nairobi gubernatorial aspirant Peter Kenneth here giving his side of what he feels should be happening in Nairobi County, considering that this is the 5th or the 6th building to collapse in this county in under 2 years, and as we have already been told, 5 people have been officially declared unaccounted for. One family on the 4th floor, a lady and her children, and an individual on the 5th floor rather, and they are hoping that they will find them alive, or if they were released earlier, they are being asked to come forward. We know that until now, families have been put up at a school near here, this facility, and 128 people have been evacuated since yesterday. We know that the police came here yesterday at around 7 p.m. and they forcefully had to evict people. We have heard from an organization from the government, and they say 5,000 buildings have been audited in the county of Nairobi. 640 have been declared that they are not fit for human living, and 34 have already been demolished. We have buildings across this particular county, in Zimmerman, in Huruma area, here in Pipeline, and other parts of Nairobi where high-rise buildings are going up without particularly going through the proper procedures of having national and county governments aware. We know that this building was constructed in 2009. The county government, Governor Evans Kidero, saying by then there was no authorization of this building being given an approval. We are already aware that there is also a river that passes by this area, and also an order for eviction for the building next to this particular building has been given, and they have less than 24 hours to leave because of safety concerns. We also have other buildings that are really low from this particular area, Trevor, and the situation really does not change. The script is similar. The characters are the ones that have changed. In the last 2 years, many Kenyans have lost their lives in similar circumstances, and we have seen the personalities who own these buildings being brought to book and taken to court. However, no tangible personalities have ever gone to court in terms of getting a jail sentence for what has happened. But we hope that this time around the developer is being sought by the county, one, to aid in terms of giving the plans for this building, and two, to answer serious questions, because they were given an earlier warning to leave. But what Evans Kidero, the governor of Nairobi, is saying is the biggest challenge they're having here is that most of those people who are being taken to court are running running to the same courts to stop similar evictions, and that is the biggest challenge that the county government of Nairobi is facing. So Trevor, back to you until we get any more information. We know that the KDF and St. John's Ambulance, the Red Cross, the Nairobi County Government, the National Police Service, as well as the NMDU are here to ensure that they do all they can to get if there are any bodies in that building.
Thank you, Leila. That's Leila Mohammed speaking to us from Embakasi.